eSports.com.
Hey folks, John Schneider here. I'm so excited. This is actually my wife's car. Mine is covered up over there, but I want to thank Performance Distributors. Look at that. So good looking. And batteries. And all the wires here. I want to thank you for supporting our internal battle at home. Who is faster? Just hang on. We both have the ability to win the race. Why? Because we got the best distributors, batteries, and wires in the business, and we want to thank you for that. But as far as actually winning the race, me. Thank you. Thanks for this. Yeah, thanks for this. Bye.
Good evening. Welcome to Topp eSports at Talladega Motor Speedway. Man, this is going to be a crazy race. You know, pack racing, close knit racing as well. So, going to be very fun to do. Um, they're on the track right now qualifying. So, as we are looking at this, it looks like they are. See, we got Mr. Sudden Death out there. Looks like Roll Thane is out there as well, making their laps there as well. And the unique thing about the qualifying laps here at Talladega is you have to run the top side. You don't have to really run the actual top side, but if you run that top side, get one lap in, you build the momentum for that truck and get low, and for that second lap, and you're able to go a little bit faster. But today's weather here, it looks like it's 65 degrees on the for the temperature, zero precipitation, cloudy right now, and then 2 miles per hour wind. So that does affect a little bit. I don't know if it's a crosswind or what, but if it's coming down as a crosswind on the backstretch, it's going to give them a little bit extra oomph down the backstretch there. But the track length is 2.65 miles, the longest track on the iRacing and NASCAR's schedule there. And it looks like the track temperature is 99 degrees. And of course, we are at Talladega. So we'll watch a little bit of these guys qualifying here. Who we got out there right now?
And just before we
looks like Wasaki.
I'll pop myself in here as the this is Big Zerk's first time as the main here over at BeefJerkyUnlimited.com Wednesday night truck series, and we're doing a little different tonight. We got Woody on the track racing tonight. We got well over 25 competitors out there at Talladega, and man, Zerk, I'm excited for this one, but I think we have a national anthem first by Miss Rachel Faye Hall that we just got to slip in here before qualifying gets over.
Yeah, we definitely got to slip that in there. She's a very good singer, so.
Alright, let's get that played, and if you are wearing a hat, please take it off. If you want to stand in your home, please go ahead, stand up, and here comes the famous national anthem.
This is for Topp eSports. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, welcome back after that lovely anthem there. do appreciate her doing the anthem for us as well. So we are back live again with Topp eSports here at Talladega, and it looks like Mr. Kerry Moore is our pole sitter here with Rule Thane on the outside. Cole Thomas is third. Sean Kostritza is fourth. Doug Wasaki is fifth. Ryan Palmer is sixth. Tony Ressler is seventh. Joshua Roberts is eighth. Dominic Previte is ninth. Tommy DeLargo rounds out our top 10. Joe Tardif is 11th. Mr. Kruns himself is 12th. Sideways boy. Alex Crum is 13th. Joshua Previte is 14th. Dan Witt is 15th. Hound Dog, our guest driver here from the from one of the series that they do on Saturdays, is 16th. Richard Seddith's Sudden Death is 17th. Franklin Webb is 18th. Brandon Ward is 19th, and rounding out the top 20 is the one and only Fireball Woody. Trevor Zelazny is 21st. It shows that I'm in this. I got in the wrong thing here, so I am technically 22nd, but I will not be racing. Robert Doig is 23rd. 24th is Daniel Cowan. And rounding up the end of the field here is James Woodard, Ace, and Daxton Stokes. All right, well, they got the engines fired up here. They're about ready to take off from the grid.
Yeah, we're going to have sorry, go ahead.
I was just about ready to bring you in. We're going to have one of the most wildest races ever because Talladega's always been a very, very eventful race with these truckers, and this track is so much wider than Daytona, and so you take it 3-4 wide here. So, kind of give me your thoughts on this race if you got any for that one.
Yeah, we got a pretty long pace lap here, so big time thoughts on this one coming into here. This is such a big event. I mean, this is probably the most trucks I've seen since Daytona, and I mean it's Talladega, 2.65 miles. So I had to make some tweaks, get this thing running kind of a little bit smoother here. So we're gonna hope for great things tonight. It looks like it's doing its thing right now. Once this thing breaks out into packs, I'm hoping that it runs a little bit smoother. But for the folks out there, just stick with us. We did get this thing going, and man, this is going to be a great race. I just want to thank BeefJerkyUnlimited.com, Tommy DeLago out there as well, James Woodard up in the race control and racing at the same time. And it's going to be fun to watch Woody tonight, Zerk, for sure.
Yeah, I'll be expecting him to get up to the front there a little bit because all week he's been saying how he's going to come to the front and maybe possibly win this thing. So I'm ready to see it. I'm sitting on the edge of my seat, goosebumps are all rolling through my body, and butterflies are hitting the stomach. So I mean, this is going to get a little antsy and crazy here, I think. But we were practicing yesterday on this track, and we were throwing it 3-4 wide with these trucks to test the setup and test the how the track is going to feel with these cars, and it definitely was a good race. So we were a little wild. Hopefully they are nice and calm for this race to start off with. But it's Talladega. You just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, for sure. And as the iRacing pace truck heads down to pit lane, Zerk, why don't you take us to the green for your first time here at Talladega with Kerry Moore at the front row?
And you know what? Without Woody up here, I have to call it this way. But you know what? Let's get our great boogly woogly going, and great boogly woogly. Let's go racing Talladega style, boys. It takes him a little bit longer to get up through the gears, so you're going to see him kind of go decently slow here. Let him get worked up, get some momentum going. Roll Thane's on the outside there with Kerry Moore and Cole Thomas there on the bottom side. Looks like Kerry Moore's dropping out. He said, I don't want to deal with this today. Even though with him being in the front, I don't know about that move. I would have stayed out front. But you got Cole Thomas coming in. Looks like Roll Thane and Sean Kastritza just took the lead here, 1 and 2.
Yeah, and
Joshua Roberts is on the outside with Tony Wrestler.
Yeah, and I definitely apologize here to the folks out there in the chat. Again, just hoping to get a couple laps in here to hopefully smooth things out. It was working fine before, and then it's just getting these little trickles of issues here. So hoping that it gets sorted out here in the first couple laps. It isn't actually even supposed to have the crowd. I did turn the crowd off, so I don't even know why it's showing crowd in there. So it's probably drawing a little bit more than it should be. But we'll get at it, and I mean we still have the leaderboard up there that's still working. Oh yeah, big wreck in the background there, Zerk.
Roll Thane just dropped back, and he let everybody go along with Josh Prefight as well. So it looks like we do have a caution here as well.
Yeah, I saw some trouble there in the background. It looked like Robert Doig might have been involved there, possibly Fireball.
Yeah, it looks like Robert Doig there.
Yeah, I'm seeing Fireball at the back as well. I don't know if he was involved in that one, but as we get our first,
yeah, I'm hearing some of the chatter on the comms right now. I'm listening to some of the drivers here and saying something about somebody was dooring somebody. So I don't know if it was Woody there that we see on the screen here or what, but he's got some right side damage.
Well, let's take a look from Woody's point of view and just kind of see what happened here with the Topp eSports replay, if it'll let us. It may not. Looks like I mean he's got some right side damage coming out of 2, might have got into somebody there, but looked like Robert Doig probably got most of that damage there. He's got some heavy front end damage.
Yeah.
Or rear end.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes that just happens here at Talladega. You know, it's a lot of close racing and everything else. Ooh, looks like he's. Oh boy, man, what's going on here? Looks like he was trying to slow down there for Daxton Stokes and turned it to the left a little bit there. So tempers are starting to flare a little bit and everything, and we're only what, 2 laps in?
Yeah.
3 laps in already. So starting to be like a little short track. But yeah, we got Sean Kastritz out here in the lead with Joshua Roberts and Cole Thomas, Tony Wrestler, and Kruns in the top 5 there.
Yeah, for sure. And thought we could get this thing fixed, but I don't know if we're gonna keep this thing going live. It's just not. It's not coming into its own here, and we're just gonna take it to a quick commercial break here. Gonna sort a few things out under commercial, and if we can get this thing back going here, we will do so. But either way, we will be right back.
You know, Brad, I think you need to pay a bill. That's what it's trying to tell you. Didn't pay your bills yet.
Yeah, for sure. End of the month, right?
Dynabat is proud to be a sponsor of Horsepower Wars. Lose 30 pounds of weight and get the fastest leap off the line. Blow away the competition. With a Dynabat car battery, your vehicle can enjoy the same power at a fraction of what a regular battery weighs. Performance Distributors is proud to bring you the ultra-lightweight and powerful Dynabat car battery. Dynabat produces more power than any other car battery on the market, and it's 30 pounds lighter. Dynabat is completely dry cell and designed to withstand the rigors of high performance and racing environments. For the Dynabat competitive edge, call, click, or visit Performance Distributors today.
Hey folks, John Schneider here. I'm so excited. This is actually my wife's car. Mine is covered up over there, but I want to thank Performance Distributors. Look at that. Good looking. And batteries. All the wires here. I want to thank you for supporting internal battle at Who's Faster. Just hang on. We both have the ability to win the race. Why? Distributors, batteries, and wires in the business, and we want to thank you for that. Winning the race? Me. Thank you. Thanks for this. Yeah, thanks for this. Bye.
All right, we're back here just in time for the green flag here with Sean Kostritza, Joshua Roberts on the front row here. Joshua Roberts gets a really good jump. I know you guys can't really see it right now, but we are still trying to fix these issues that's going on and everything. So, as I just lost my screen here. 1 second. Yeah, there we go. Now we're on the backstretch here with Sean Kostritz and Joshua Roberts still on the outside. Too wide here. Who's going to prevail? Looks like we have about the same amount of trucks there on the outside to the inside as well, but it looks like the outside's got a lot more momentum, being able to stay closer together and being able to keep them wound up here. The bottom looks like it's coming back, but Sean Kostritz is trying to get this lead back from Joshua Roberts here, but Tony Ressler's giving a really good push here to Joshua Roberts, along with Alex Crum as well. Will they jump down? Yes, Tony Ressler and Joshua Roberts jump down to the bottom to take the top two spots here. Leave Alex Crum on the outside with Brandon Ward, it looks like, on the outside, right behind him. And then Hound Dog right behind him as well. They're trying to make this. Hound Dog's going to make it 3 wide here. No, they thought better of it. They got right back. So Brandon Ward, Alex Crum, and Hound Dog, and it looks like Dan Witt. I'm sorry, Dan Witt's in this race. He hasn't really raced with us much, and he's able to come here to this race and race with us here. So it looks like the outside's making their way up through their Dax and Stokes on the back end of the top line here. If you can keep that top line wound up, that bottom line, it really messes with some of these trucks, and you get the accordion effect a little bit, and you go a little bit slower than that top side. But oh, looks like Brandon Ward's taking it low on Alex Crum, hanging him out to dry on the very top side here, taking it 3 wide. Alex Crum, he's going to be able to get down right behind Daxton Stokes here. Looks like Daniel Cowan's trying to get up here to this top line as well. And the side, looks like we've got Tony Wrestler and Joshua Roberts still 1-2 here. Brandon Ward's making a good run on the outside with that nice JDJ paint scheme there. And you know what? These JDJ paint schemes, each one of them had the same paint scheme, and they have the number back there on the back left quarter panel and on the back right quarter panels of the trucks as well. A little different from what the normal paint scheme shows, as Kerry Moore drops down to the bottom back there. Something, either he got really loose or something back there, but we'll keep an eye on that as they come through turn 3 and 4 here. 2 wide, 2 by 2. Brandon Ward's on the outside of Tony Wrestler here, trying to advance and side draft a little bit here. It just seems like they're stalemating on that outside. They're not really close to each other, close to their bumpers. If they can get 3-4 cars close to the bumpers and being able to get that draft, they'll be able to go a little bit quicker than that bottom side. But you know, they're just stalemating at this point. I mean, it's pretty early in the race, still 10 laps of 85 here, so as we go down the backstretch, still the same thing here, still 2 by 2 here with Brandon Ward. Ooh, looks like he's starting to hit that right rear quarter panel of Joshua Roberts. Right behind them, they're single file trying to catch this group of 2 by 2 here. As we see the 2 TZR cars here, Tony Wrestler, but Joshua Roberts 1-2, along with Sean Kostritza as well right behind him. Teammates up there in the front with Hound Dog pushing Brandon Ward. Oh, we get one that pushed too hard to Tony Wrestler. And there goes Sean Kostritza. Oh no, Woody's in the wall as well. There's our second caution of the day. Second caution there. Looked like the Rule Thane. Either Rule Thane or Dan Witt, it was a red truck. I couldn't tell from behind them, but it looked like one of those two. They were getting a pretty aggressive push, and they just lost the truck and took it straight left. We're not yellow here. We are not yellow. Wow, this is interesting. iRacing did not throw the yellow there, so we're gonna stay green. Field's pretty strung out here. Yeah, we got some people down on power and we got Hound Dog in the lead right now, though. Alex Crum's going to go low on him. Alex Crum takes the lead from Hound Dog, but Hound Dog's got sudden death and Cruns right behind him, being able to draft. As Cruns goes down low. Alex Crum, Dan Witt, Joshua Roberts, Hound Dog, and Daxton Stokes is your top 5 here. As they're going through. Coming out of 4, Alex Crum still has the lead. Hound Dog's getting a good push from sudden death here. Coming around the tri-oval. And Hound Dog will lead that lap there with the caution out. Caution is out. Man, oh man, that was a crazy turn of events there. We had about 4 or 5 laps with that before the caution was thrown for that wreck that happened earlier. And I don't know, I don't understand how iRacing did not throw that. I mean, we had cars going left and right, up and down the track, and usually iRacing is pretty good about throwing those cautions. But with 14 laps in of 85, we have our second caution. So, as Brad Kirby's in the background here, working diligently trying to fix this stream here. It looks like it's not glitching as bad now, Mr. Brad Kirby. If you can hear me, looks like it's doing pretty good here.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, all those in the chat throwing suggestions. Trust me. Yeah, we've done quite a bit of digging around on this. It seems to be with the SDK side for some reason. Just sometimes it does this. It seems to be when you get a max load of cars like this and the track size. I don't know why it worked perfect through practice. I could go through the whole field, all 27, no problem. But you hit the race and this happens. So what I've done now is, I've turned off SDK. So luckily, I kind of know all these guys by their by their cars and everything, and so does Zerks, and he's got everything working on his side. So letting you know who's up front and all that stuff isn't going to be the hard part. What's going to be the hard part is changing cameras, but I'm going to do so. But you might see that iRacing screen pop up a little bit from time to time just when I'm changing cameras. But tonight we're going to make it work. Like I said, I'm determined to make this work, and we've been looking to alternatives to SDK, but I don't know. It's hard to find one that's as complete as it, and that just won't kill the CPU. But for some reason, some nights it just kills it. So, well, we're gonna get on with this thing, and Zerk, you're gonna have to remind us of the lap count too, because I don't know if it's gonna update our lap count as well.
Yeah, you're good. We're just now coming and completing 15 on 16 at this point, and looks like Mr. Hound Dog and Richard Sudden Death did not pit here. I don't know about that strategy. I mean, they can only go. That was it. We were going maybe 22 laps, 22 to 23 laps on a fuel run, and things here. So I mean, they're kind of gambling. I'm wondering if they're thinking that there's going to be another quick caution or not. But this is our second caution with only 16 laps. You're coming to the 16th lap here, so it's going to be kind of interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Taking a look here, just kind of down the order with all these guys. Again, we're going to have to keep it more or less on the up front. Right now we got it on Billy Stanley. So Billy, man, he comes into this race, first time racing with these guys. There's a few of them out there first time tonight, and but Billy coming off of some really consecutive runs on Saturday nights. I've watched him from the start of the Graceland series there. He runs that over there on Saturday nights, and man, I've watched him over about 8 races now, just progressively get better and better, and he actually got on the podium last Saturday night, so I wasn't really too surprised to see him up front right now, but it's going to be cool if he can keep it going, and maybe we'll see that 00 at the end of this race in victory lane.
Yeah, he looks really aggressive. He looks like he's one of those trucks that can push aggressively and push with authority. So I mean, early on in this race, you don't really need to be as aggressive, and it doesn't look like he's that way yet. But I'd be really interested to see if he's able to keep this truck intact, where he's going to be, and how he's going to be able to race at the end of this one. So, with Sudden Death there, and Billy Stanley, I'm going to call him Hound Dog. That's what his name is on here. So that's exactly what I'm going to call him. So, but Hound Dog and Richard Sudden Death, they didn't pit this time. So I don't know if if they're banking on possibly a quick caution here or something. But as they're starting to go too wide here, lights are off the pace truck, so they're going to take one more lap, and we're going to be on our way back to truck racing here at Talladega.
Yeah, for sure. And just taking a look back there just to see if Woody had to take a fast repair on that one. Looks like he did. Pretty sure that they have 2 tonight instead of 1 that they would normally have, right, Zerk? Or do they have 2 normally on Wednesday nights?
No, we usually have 1, but for the Daytona and Talladega race, we upped it to 2. But it looks like we did get an extended lap here, so the lights were back out on the pace truck. I don't know if they liked something on the track. There might be some debris or things that they missed and trying to clean that up. So, but yeah, we usually have 1 for these races, but for Talladega and Daytona, we all know those 2 races are just one of those crapshoots, and we give the drivers a little bit more leniency on these fast repairs than we give them to. So makes for a pretty decent amount of racing. So
yeah, definitely, for sure. As we're starting to get a couple of that's right. Stop that. Sorry, I have to talk to the stream every now and again. It becomes so perfect, and then as you see it, ladies and gentlemen,
then it goes away. Yeah. I mean, that's technology for you at this point, right, Brad?
Lord, yes, it is technology at this point. Well, we'll see what happens under green here. Really want to bring you guys this whole race, so we're really counting on this thing to just steady itself out as it does right there. So yeah, the 00 brings us back down. iRacing Chevy Silverado pace truck is going to take that one more time around again under the pace laps here. We're going to have the 48 Joe Tardif. Looks like he's going to pit road as well.
Yeah, I think he had to fix a few more things on his truck.
Fuel, I bet. I bet he's going down there for fuel, Zerk. I know his strategy.
You know what? I was thinking, as soon as I said that, I'm like, you know what? I better put a sock in my mouth because I know exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, that boy goes, he takes more trips down for fuel than most people in America these days with the fuel prices, for sure. So, but
he don't care. He's got money in his pockets, right?
He's trying to maximize it, and he's the last guy you're going to see when these guys start making pit stops. He's the last one that's going to come down pit road, and it's for a reason. But did any of the other JDJ guys come down with him there?
No, I think it was just him. I think they're starting in the back. I see Brandon Ward back there in Previte, so they're all standing back there in the back. So I think he came in for some fuel here. Maybe kind of go off of that strategy. I don't know why he would want to go off of the the teammate strategy unless he was off himself. And he's back there. He'll now be back there with a JDJ truck. So the strategy possibly is to keep him back there, so that way he's with his teammates. But I don't know about the fuel strategy. Let's see how that plays out at the end of this race here. But I do have a good feeling that there's going to be a few more wrecks here. I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. With this many trucks here, maybe fuel strategy might not, be the best play tonight. We'll see how that works. But as we enter turn 3 and 4 here at Talladega, pace laps take so long here. But we're about to go back. Green flag racing, as you see the 00 and the 95 of Richard Sutton leading the way. Go Elvis go, of course, in the chats there. So everybody's rooting on that Billy Stanley TCB 00 truck up front. Again, hoping he can bring it home tonight. We'll see, but I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of good-looking trucks out there. Anybody can bring it home. Looks like James is close to a top 10, if not in the top 10 now. So watch out for that 03.
Yeah, and you can't see us, but I'm putting a quarter in my hand, flipping up in the air, and whatever comes, it's going to come. That's pretty much what this race is all going to be about. So as they come to the green flag here, you got Hound Dog first, Richard Sutton second, Travis Zelazny third, fourth is Dan Witt, and Krones is fifth with the green flag in the air.
Yeah,
they all go single file here. They're playing it nice and easy now. I think they figured out after the first two wrecks here that it's only 19 laps in. I know the ticker doesn't look right, or the tower doesn't look and doesn't show what it needs to show, but it is lap 19 right now. So they're figuring that it's only 19 laps into this race of 85, and it's time to calm down a little bit, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't know if you ran any practice with these guys throughout the week here, but you might be able to fill us in on maybe a typical fuel run, how many laps they might get.
Yeah, I ran a good race with them yesterday. We were all over the place. I think we were trying some different things to see if the truck would do this or not. But yeah, I was running about 22 to 23 laps per fuel tank. So, and I want to say everybody came the first caution. So, that kind of puts about 5 laps out of the equation of this. So I think maybe 10, 15 more laps. You're going to have to see a Hound Dog come down here. And I think Richard Suddeth as well, Mr. Sudden Death himself. They're both going to have to come in for fuel, especially with being out in front. If you're the very first car out front, you are, pedal to the metal. You are not saving any fuel. If you're second, you're saving a little bit. If you're third or fourth, you're saving a lot more than the guys up front ahead of you, because you're not on that throttle as much as you are if you were in front. So you're using the draft and everything else to keep your truck going as fast as it needs to. As Trevor Zelazny goes on the outside with Crumb's behind him, Alex Crumb behind him as well, and Daniel Cowan behind him.
Yeah, and that's going to present a different issue here.
3 wide. Kerry Moore takes it on the outside of Ace here.
Big time. Yeah, I was just about to say we're probably gonna have green flag pit stops if things keep going this way. So watch out for that, because that's usually the hairiest time during a plate race, is if they have to do green flag stops. So, but we'll see how this goes. They're going 3 wide through the corners. We don't know if we'll make it that far. So these guys are already all over the place, aggressive driving, and I don't know. I'd probably settle it down myself at this point in the race. You got a lot of laps to go. But these trucks love to lock it up, so it's not surprising to see 2-3 wide racing right off the bat.
Yeah, Trevor Zelazny leads that lap there, but Kerry says, I am not staying in the back anymore. Get over, young whippersnappers, here I come. He is taking it 3 wide, and he's coming to the front here. Let's see what Daniel Cowan does if they go up there on the top with him. But fanning out, Crows takes it. Oh no, not enough room. Not enough room. It looked like Kruns was trying to block him. When he came back down, Alice Crum already had a little bit more of a run than he thought he had, and just hooked him to the left.
Yeah, for sure. That was very unfortunate there, and story of Richard Suddeth's season. No matter where he's been racing so far, he just seems to get caught up in the wrecks that he generally doesn't start, but he always seems to be a part of. So as we're just taking a look here, trying to get everything back sorted. Of course, the wreck is going to bring out the worst in this computer of mine. So we'll just wait to see if this will sort itself out here, as we'll get it back onto Hound Dog here and Trevor Zelazny, as it looks like everything's shaking out fine. But Trevor Zelazny is your new leader, though, Zerk. Do you think we're going to see pit stops under this yellow flag?
Yeah, I think this is exactly what Hound Dog and Richard Suddeth needed. I mean, granted, Richard Suddeth was, involved in that wreck, but, Hound Dog was definitely probably low on fuel. So I think this kind of brings him back to the same, pit strategy as most other people. I don't know if you'll see the back end of this come in, but of course, everybody that just now wrecked, they're definitely going to be coming in for repairs or some fuel here.
For sure. And you know what? While we're under this third caution, let's bring in a familiar voice that everybody in the chats, I'm sure, knows as Fireball around here. But he's got many nicknames. But let's bring down Fireball Woody and just kind of get a gauge of how the racing is so far on the racetrack. Oh, where'd I move to? There we go.
There we go. Fireball Woody.
That Boogly, what's going on?
There it is. We were waiting on it. Hey, how's the race so far from your side of the things and behind that truck right now?
Well, this way. I got a little loose earlier and smacked the wall a little bit because I was trying to keep from running over somebody, so I hit the wall a little bit, got a little damage. In that last caution before this one, they got me pretty good, so I had to use my last fast repair. So right now, I'm staying where I is right now, and hopefully I'm in front of the dog. That's all that matters to me.
Yeah, it looked like you were having some bit of bad trouble there early on in this race. And were you expecting this race to be as, lack of better terms, hectic this early, or were you trying to think that that this race was going to play out a little bit early, and then settle down, get about 15 laps in, and 15 laps to go, and then start being a little crazy?
Well, I figured everybody take their time and everything since the 85 lap race, so I figured we'd all kind of kick back, relax, and
Woody, this is the BeefJerkyUnlimited.com Truck Series. I don't know if you knew what league you were racing in tonight, but when it comes to plate tracks, they go wild right from the green flag drop.
Yeah, the safety officials there, Fireball.
Yeah, I know it's fun and everything, but one thing they got to do is they got to not bump draft. We cannot bump draft with this setup. So you get behind them, but do not bumper. Do not stick the bumper to them and push them. Stay behind them, get a good air draft and everything, and kind of watch the temperature on your water.
Yeah, that's what it seems to be. Like what we've been noticing is guys just locking up and then getting 2-3 wide, and that seems to be the cause of the issues tonight. So do you think the aggressiveness is going to get toned down a little bit after 3 cautions, or what's going on in the chat, in the driver chat right now?
Well, all I can tell you, there's a few mad racers out here, and because they ended up, 30 minutes of repair, they didn't check their fast repair in time or something, so we got some of our top dogs out, and kind of wish they was still out here, but hey, I done moved up to 4th place, so I'm trying to do pretty good, and if I could get Kerry Moore back here to push me, we might go to the front here.
Yeah, for
sure. It looks like we lost a couple drivers just now. It looks like Dan Witt and Tommy DeLargo said they called it quits on their trucks. I think they're too heavily damaged to bring them back. So we got 2 that just left out. So so do you have a good feeling that we're only going to have maybe a few handful of trucks before the end of this race?
If they don't settle down and everything and just kind of 2 wide's fine, but 3 wide this early in the race is just way. We got 60 more laps to go. And this is a long race. We're going to have a lot of trucks out if we don't calm down and settle down a little bit out here.
Man, Woody, we're going to let you go back down there so that way you can hopefully calm these guys down. But it's good talking to you. Miss you in the booth right now. No offense there, Brad, but miss you up here in the booth with me, and good luck the rest of this race, man.
Well, I appreciate it. Take care of my BK up there, that redneck Southern Canadian up there for sure.
Hey, how many? So, I got one last question. How many fast repairs you got left on that truck?
I got capital zero. I got the egg because I've been wrecked twice, so I had to get it fixed. I was down on power, so I didn't have a choice.
Well, Woody, just do me a favor, stay up front and keep that nose clean, and you'll be all right.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to stay up here with Trevor and Mr. Ryan Palmer up here and see if we can't go somewhere, but I'll probably get past. Knowing me, I'll get sit up towards the wall there.
And just know, Fireball, if you do, for whatever reason, I'm not putting bad juju, I hope, on you, but if you do end up wrecking again, you can just come right on back up here.
Hey, 4-2. Hey, I sure will. Hey, y'all have a good boogly woogly, because we getting ready to go racing one more.
Let's go.
And that was the famous Woody Woodard. Give us the famous Woody Woodard words there as we go back green there, Zerk.
All right, I'll do my best, but we're waiting. Ready? Good boogly woogly. Let's go racing Dega style again, boys.
Big
restart was a little hectic here.
Yeah, we
fanned him out a lot there.
big time gaps everywhere here. As you see the 23 of Trevor's Lasney jumping out front, wasting no time here. The 69 and 54 getting in behind him, and Kerry Moore up into 4th place.
Yeah, I'm still stuck on this Hound Dog guy here, and he's couple drivers behind Woody, and I think they got something going on in this race. I don't know the full details there, BK, but I think there's something between them. Whoever finishes ahead of the other, or something like that.
Yeah, I believe there is a bet going on for sure tonight. They definitely were trash talking all over Facebook for the ever since Woody basically signed up for this race. So he got Billy Stanley to come in here, but not without a whole bunch of trash talk at first. So Woody definitely has to back it up tonight and finish ahead of that 00. But I can tell you right now, Billy Stanley's a tough customer, but look at that 03 behind the 32 right now. Son gonna be pushing father around Talladega. Oh, James is going inside.
James just took it inside. I don't think he really wanted it.
Yeah,
he didn't really want it. He was looking real hard to take that 3 wide there, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see if this tandem's able to get up there, but you know, James ain't able to stay right there where Woody wants him to, and they just can't get hooked up. So if they can't get hooked up, they're just going to keep falling like rocks here.
Well, I do like that they have the 39 of Dom Previte. I mean, he's a good plate track racer. As James there dives down to the inside, leaves his dad high and dry. But yeah, Dom Previte, really good plate racer, and Tony Wrestler as well, right behind them. So if you're going to have pushers, those two for sure are great to have behind you.
Yep, and I just heard on team comms and racer comms, he just said nothing ain't nothing but a hound dog. So I don't know if he's singing the hound dog since he went in front of him, or
yeah, and
evasive moves there.
Yeah, Kerry Moore deciding to go up top, and that kind of had an accordion effect. Woody had to jump up to the high lane, and now he is kind of stuck out there. Lost a
Robert Dory just hit just went left a little bit, went underneath that yellow line there.
Yeah, it's a tricky one with our race control being also racing tonight. He's not going to be able to see those interesting passes.
Oh, Woody. Ooh. He was so close to the other JDJ car. Who was that, Brandon? Yeah, Brandon Ward there. Man, oh man.
And look at that outside lane though, working as we see the tandem
outside's
there.
coming.
Yeah, and it looks like 84 able to get up front.
Yeah, Kerry Moore's able to get up here. He's wasting no time at all with old Mr. Hound Dog behind him, and Dominic Previte. We finally get to say his name today, coming up through there.
Yeah, he's the top running JDJ car right now by the looks of things, or possibly him in the 69. Or no, he's TZR now, that's right.
Yeah, 69 is TZR. JDJ cars have the same paint scheme.
Yes. Hard to differentiate most times, but tonight for sure, all three of those JDJ cars or trucks looking very familiar. So 39.
I do like that scheme though.
Yeah, beautiful schemes on there. Actually, I like the new like cup look for sure on those.
Wait, and can you hear it? Can you hear it, BK? Can you hear all of the Graceland cheering on the Hound Dog right now as he takes the lead?
Oh yeah.
Can you hear it?
I hear all of.
Look at this.
All of Nashville going nuts right now. The crew from Saturday night. Everybody out there in the chats, give us a hashtag Billy go. As you see that performance distributor 00 get out front on the outside lane.
It's the lead.
Such a strong push from Previte, but what do? Do you stay on the outside once you get there, or do you jump down to the inside? But he's content staying up there with Dom.
And you know what? To be honest, he don't really have a team out here just because he's. This is the first race racing. Whoa! You see Kerry Moore take it low there. I wonder if he got a bad push from Trevor there. But as I was saying about Hound Dog, he doesn't have a teammate. You know, he's all by himself. He's a lone wolf out there, as you want to say. And for him, he could go anywhere he wants as long as he's got a good pusher, and I think he found one here with Dom Previte. So, he could go low, he could go high. As speaking of as we say hi, Richard Suddeth and Roll Thane takes the third lane along with Daxton Stokes on that outside there.
Yeah, that's another two teammates there, Suddeth and Rule Thane of the Beef Jerky team as well. So watch out for those two. As I know Suddeth was already up at the front, got involved there in that last wreck, and he's trying to make his way back. And that third lane, man, it's so strong. It seems the higher you go, the faster you're going here at Talladega.
Yes and no. That outside, it stalled out itself. But I mean, the few times that we were out there last night, we had some speed, but there was only one or two trucks out there with us. But I think Daxton Stokes was trying to find somebody there. He's got his sideways teammate in Cruns down there on the low side now. I don't know if he was trying to find and get do that chess match and get up there to Cruns and get all hooked up so that way we got teammates going. But right now that super top side there, as we see James Woodard and Sean Kastritza joining this crowd. We'll see if they prevail with these three trucks in the middle.
Yeah, I like James up there trying for sure. He's usually a guy that'll stick to that low lane until he hides in the shadows until close to the end of the race and kind of pops up there. But man, James having a heck of a run tonight as his, I think, first or second run this season. So good to see James out there, and league owner, of course. So man, that top side is gaining momentum and gaining people as well. So let's see if they can make a move here, as we're 3 wide for the lead.
Yeah, man, my goodness, this is crazy. As they always say, in the booth up there, it looks like Hound Dog led that lap as well. But as they always say, they can't do this all the time. How many laps are they going to be able to do this? But it seems like they're staying steady. You see them moving around every now and then, but that's just the draft coming around the truck in front of them. So these trucks are a little skatey when they're behind another truck with the air as well. So it's kind of hard to keep these trucks underneath you and keep it on the ground. So, but it looks like they lost some people up at the very top now. So we'll see if they fade off or if they stay right where they're at here.
Yeah, and one thing to keep in mind too at this point, green flag pit stops. I don't know how many laps we are away from them, but yeah, they got to be coming pretty soon.
And if it's me, Brad, I don't think you can pit from the very top lane, and if you do, I don't think everybody's going to like you for that reason.
Yeah, so if I'm Suddeth right now in the 60 and the 15, I'm looking to get past this group as quickly as possible, and that may go back to my earlier comment of whether or not I would dive down to the bottom. Well, I think I'd have to wait for the opportune time, but I mean, if you're on the top lane, you'd at least want to get down to that second lane, at least if you're going to want to lead a pack.
Yep, and now we got Brandon Ward there up on the top. Looks like Daxton took the wall a little bit.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
I mean, that's what happens when you run that top line. You're able to stay there for a while, but you get just that much closer to the top lane and to that wall. It sucks you into that wall.
Yeah, it looks like the number 3 is going to join up there in place of the 15, and they will get a good run here. Great momentum run coming out of 2. Might be able to catch up there with the leaders again down the backstretch here and make it 3 wide. Oh!
Yeah, oh man, Trevor's Lesney. I think he got a bad push there from Joshua Robertson. Man, like what he said earlier, you can draft with these trucks, but you can't bump draft with this setup that they have here at Talladega. So, we got a caution here.
Yeah, caution is out.
We got a caution here. I don't see. Daxton Stokes went off the track.
We got a big time mess behind us there as the yellow flag went out.
Oh no.
54, Joshua Previte was involved. 96 was involved.
Ace is involved with that one. 96. That's another sideways driver there with Daxton Stokes that just went and wrecked on that one. So
Yeah, nice part here is we'll take it back here and just kind of see from Josh Previte's point of view exactly kind of what happened through this. We'll go quickly here. It looked like they were just all woeing up. You see Zelazny down the bottom, and a little chaos was already happening in front.
Yeah, that's just a product of those 3 wide drivers, and woeing up for that. I mean, that's the thing with that. If they were kind of smart a little bit, they would, instead of having that third line, that top line would just back off, go to 2 wide, and then we kind of back off a little bit more from there, and then let iRacing tell you, okay, you need to get around this guy, or let this guy go by you, this kind of stuff. So, it happens. It happens to the best of us. So, yeah, it's very interesting to see how this race is going so far. By the way, we are lap 37 of 85 here with this caution. This is our 3rd caution of the race.
Yeah, so we'll be about almost halfway when we get back going. So while these guys are doing pit stops and getting recycled here around, let's just take this thing to a quick Topp eSports commercial break.
All right, we are back after paying that bill. Hopefully, Brad, you were able to pay a little bit more on yours. That way, you can get this stream to help you out a little bit more. But no, I do commend you for working on this stream, getting it ready for everybody, getting it the way it needs to be for everybody to watch this. We try to bring these streams and bring this out for these drivers. I mean, that's all this is. This league is all about these drivers. These drivers try to do what they need to do throughout the week to get ready for these races and put on a show for you guys. So I commend you, Brad, for trying to help out and fix the stream up as good as you can, and being able to bring this race to these guys.
Yeah, it's looking all right now anyway, and we'll deal with the stuff later. Normally, being that we're smart now, we do usually have a second production and everything ready to go just in case something like this happens. We're always prepared, but that man is sitting on track now with no fast repairs. So that was a bit impossible tonight. What do you want to race? We're not going to hinder him from that, but let's get Brandon Ward in here for a minute before we get back going green. Brandon, Brad, and Anthony and the Zerk man in the booth. How are you doing, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Oh, not too bad. I mean, a little bit better after an awesome win by the Toronto Raptors over the crappy Philadelphia Sixers the other night.
Yeah.
But I mean,
man, that was a heavy sigh. I felt that from here.
But you're sitting in fifth, man. You're sitting in fifth, so you're having a good race. How's the truck feel tonight?
The truck feels good. The pushing's a little iffy.
Yeah, we've been hearing that the pushing, if you push these trucks, get a nice little bump draft and things, that kind of upsets the truck a little bit. But if you're able to stay close to the bumpers, you're able to get a better draft off of it anyway.
Yeah.
But sitting fifth, I mean that's gotta be good. But from what I'm hearing, you don't have any fast repairs either, do you?
No, I was leading the race, and somebody came up to push me, hit me a little too hard. I got hooked, burned one there, and then I had to burn one in the last caution.
Yeah, these drivers are out here. I kind of was. I'll be honest. I was kind of thinking that this was going to be a little bit more easier before the maybe lap 70 mark here, but with 39 done and going into 40 here with this green flag, we'll let you get back down there, concentrate on this race, and you get your hands full out there. I can tell.
Yeah.
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go.
You were my pick the other, a couple races ago, and you wrecked out. So don't wreck out. Get to the front, win this race. Go JDJ for once.
Sounds good.
All right.
Green, green, green.
Yeah.
Sudden death takes it over Roll Thane here.
Yeah, big time jump there from sudden death. I don't know if I'd want to get a huge leap out here with the draft, but he does have his teammate behind him. And of course, they're working with the 16 as well behind them. So great little tandem there. You got Sean Kazistra leading another trio behind them, and he's going to go up high.
Yeah, we'll see Brandon go high there with Sean Kazistra as well, leaving sudden death into the middle. But it looks like Hound Dog is going to go along with him here in the middle, along with Joshua Roberts. And there goes Sean Kazistra.
He saved
Oh
it.
no! Can he keep it down there?
What a
Is he able to keep it down there? No caution. Yeah, he was able to keep it on the apron. What a piece of driving by Sean Kazistra there.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing. And man, like at the front of the field for nobody else to get involved in that. That was pretty awesome. But obviously got some help there from the 60. But we're looking here at the 00 again. Up front, Billy Stanley trying to get to that lead again. And looks like the 3 is up on the high side all by his lonesome there looking for help.
Yeah, he's getting hung out there. And you know what? Sean Kazistra almost, I mean, the shades of Kyle Busch there. I mean, how many times did that guy wreck out in Daytona during that night race and almost come back to win it? So we'll have to watch Sean Kazistra later on as we go, as we're about ready to come by and finish lap 41 here. But Roll Thane's coming up to take the lead here from Sudden Death. Hound Dog's on the outside pushing Sudden Death along with Alice Crum pushing Roll Thane.
Yeah, great battles all over the place, but at the front you got 2 teammates side by side battling for the lead. You'd think they'd be working together, but no, 2 different lines. And man, we've seen that top line though prevail pretty good after a few laps. What are your thoughts there? Who's going to jump up to the 3rd line out of all those guys in the 2nd line right now? Who do you think is going to make the move up first?
And to be honest, and I don't want to be partial to one team, but Cruns, we were racing last night with it, and he loved that top side, that super top side, and he's got Daxton Stokes behind him along with Daniel Cowan. So look for those teammates to hop up there on the very tall, very far left, right lane there. But you know what? I would say before then, Robert Doig might try to jump out there just to get up here a little bit. But we haven't really talked about Wasaki either, but he's right there behind James Woodard, and then Ryan Palmer right there in the 54. We haven't talked about him much, and he's the 3rd truck there on the bottom line.
Yeah, and those are usually the guys who don't get talked about too much that are there at the end of these plate races for sure. As we watch these guys go 2 by 2 down the backstretch right now, Sean Kazistra did lose the draft a little bit. He's in the pack a little bit behind right now, so he'll be looking for a yellow or once the cycle starts to happen with pits. We haven't had it yet where we've had green flag pit stops, but that may come if these guys can stay this conservative. But yeah, I don't know. The moves out here tonight have been pretty crazy, so it wouldn't surprise me if we had another one right before green flag pit stops.
Yeah, and like you were saying, Ryan Palmer and Wasaki, they usually don't get talked about too much. But you know what? That's the beauty of these plate races. Anybody in this field, if they're entered and qualify for this race, they're in it to win it. I mean, anybody can win this thing. But Ryan Palmer's showing some really good speeds and showing tough here at the close to the end of this race, as we see Alex Crum pull left, and he says, okay, I'm out of this one. I'm gonna kind of hang back. I don't know if I'm pretty sure he's got one, maybe if not, if he used all of his faster pairs. And I'm wondering too if Brandon Ward just got shuffled out and he he pushed himself back there at the back to kind of conserve he don't have any faster pairs either. So yeah, as you see Rolthane, Ryan Palmer here on the bottom side with Hound Dog and Richard Sudduth on the top side there.
Yeah, big time battle. Just taking a look back there real quick at our Fireball update, and he's working with Sean a little bit. They've lost the draft, so they are a little bit back. So watch for those guys to come into play once all the leaders start coming back around here, because it won't take them long to catch those two for sure. And as we see there, Billy Stanley, of course, working with the 95, trying to get the lead back again. He's been up front all day long, that Hound Dog. He just knows what to do here at the plate tracks for sure. And to go from the late models to these trucks seems to be no problem for him.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good transition for him at this point. I mean, these trucks are a lot heavier than the super late models, so they're a little bit tighter to drive. So I'm wondering if that's kind of helping him along with it. But these guys are hanging it out on the outside. It doesn't even look like they're trying to even go low on this. They love that outside line.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, thank you again. We'll keep doing this throughout the stream. Thank you to all the viewers hanging in there with us tonight. We appreciate every single one of you. Just keep on voting on your favorite driver out there in the chats. We're watching every single one of them. We're just kind of working diligently tonight. Don't have the best time to respond to all these chats, but trust us, we are watching everyone, and we will try and respond here with our voices every now and again, just to show our appreciation to all of you out there in the chat. And of course, check us out on Topp eSports everywhere, and Topp eSports Plus now, our new channel as well. But we're now branded as Topp eSports only. Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. There's no more Topp eSports 2, so everything is just Topp eSports now, so check us out everywhere. Zerk, man, things have not quieted down at the front whatsoever since the green flag of this race.
No, but it looks like we have a lot more trucks on the outside, so they're able to keep a little bit more momentum up on that outside as well. So I'm waiting for them to go 3 wide. As you see, Kerry Moore, man, he just doesn't want to stay back there, man. He says, get out of the way, these young whippersnappers. I'm taking the top. Josh Roberts takes it up on top of him before then, so he goes up in front of Kerry Moore, adds another truck up there.
Yeah, it looks like Brandon Ward also joined the party up there. And I'm looking down on the bottom here, third in line there, the 03 making his moves here. James Woodard staying quiet all race long. Now he's up into the top 5.
Yeah, as he's got Kruns right behind him and things. So, we're starting to see these 3 wide going again. I mean, it is lap 48 of 85, so it is getting a little bit more to the point where it's crunch time, but it makes me wonder if they end up wrecking here, who still has that faster pair. Oh, so we see Joshua Roberts. Oh, as it takes Kerry.
And
oh no.
Oh man, one driver though, I got to say out of that one that kind of got a little lucky is that number 3.
Ooh, yeah, that was a little crazy there. I don't know what happened if Joshua Roberts, because it looked like he literally just went left. It got stuck on Robert Doig there, and just when he got unstuck, it just took him straight up into Kerry Moore. And unfortunately for Kerry Moore there, I'm hoping he's got a faster pair as well. He's gonna have to take this one out and hope to gosh that he doesn't get lapped down back there in the back. He's lost the draft big time.
Yeah, for sure, and he might fall back into the grasp of Woody and Sean Kazistra as well, as we don't even see them on screen anymore. They're probably more than half a track back at this point, so they'll definitely be hoping for a caution here, but they didn't get one there. Everybody's been pretty good to keep it straight. I mean, we've seen a lot of action at the front here. a lot of incidents happening, but it seems to just only involve, a couple people, and everybody just keeps it going. I'm very surprised by that. Like, we could have had a few big ones tonight for sure already.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like we could have had some major big ones. Almost all trucks of the field a couple of times there, and they were able to kind of dodge them away from it. But with 2x2 all the way back through the field here, just kind of patiently waiting on. I mean, that JDJ and Brandon Ward, he was looking to the outside to try to go 3 wide there, but it's going to be a chess match on who can be the first one to take it 3 wide again. Kerry Moore's not up there anymore, so we know he's not going to try to take this 3 wide. So
yeah, I've seen Brandon go from the top to the bottom to the middle. He's pretty much going to any lane that will accept his truck at this point, but kind of playing the smart game and hanging around at the back of those lines, and that's where I kind of like to be, because number one, you can save fuel, but number two, when you want to get a really good run on somebody, you can do it, and you can save up a lot of energy over a couple of laps, and then when you kind of want to pull out a pass, you have no problem doing it. So
yeah, I'm watching this push though here from Royal Thane and Hound Dog, man. Oh my goodness, those trucks are all over the place. I don't mean to cut you off there, Brad, but my goodness, they were going crazy there for a minute.
Yeah, they're starting to bumper lock here again. The niceness is going out here as we're over halfway for sure. And now you see the 60.
Take it outside.
Yep, 60's jumping out. Don't know if that's going to help him or not, but he is getting collected here by his teammates. So let's see if that outside lane now can form up, make a run at these inside guys. But man, Sudeth has had it pretty easy out front here so far, just getting pushed around by the 0-0.
Yeah, and you don't really hear too much of Sudeth being, up front or even being in the top 10 for some of these races. So, like I said before, these kind of tracks. As we talk about him.
Oh no, there's the big
As
one.
we talk about him. Oh no.
There is the big one, ladies and gentlemen. That took out a lot of trucks there. Holy moly.
Oh no. Oh my goodness. Man, they went straight right. Woohoo! That had to hurt in that cockpit. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, for sure. And man, that's a terrible hard hit for that 95. 95 twice tonight now, and not his fault, but just getting turned. So very unfortunate for Richard Sudeth tonight. And we'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and rewind this thing. We can have another look at that. Just to see all the carnage that followed. It wasn't the initial hit. It was just everything that followed.
Yeah, with that being, with all of that carnage and everything else, the one that was able to scoot away, the one that started this wreck was Hound Dog himself. He's, of course, he reclaims the lead here. So, but that's the thing. I mean, like they said before, you can't really be bump drafting too much, and you get overzealous a little bit, and Richard Sudeth went low. As he went low, he came back and tried to overcorrect, and that's when, Hound Dog was just got a bad, spot on the back, on the rear bumper there. So
I wonder. Sorry there. I saw the coolest thing ever, and I just got to take it on to our boy Dom Provite there for a second. We're gonna go on board and watch this because he is one lucky SOB. Most of the JDJ cars in that wreck were very lucky, but Dom in particular here. Just watch here, folks, for a second.
Yeah, the other one that was really lucky there was Brandon Ward as well.
Yeah, for sure. I did see Brandon escape through, but man, Dom, he escaped the spinning 95.
Oh, there's another one.
That was insane.
Man, there's 2 of them he missed. Oh my goodness, he missed 2 helicopters right there.
Yeah, for sure. That was pretty wild, and I can only imagine his heart rate going through that. And you know what? Why don't we actually bring Dom up here and just kind of get his thoughts on that one?
Yeah, we actually have somebody in here waiting to
Oh,
talk to us
perfect.
right now in the booth, and I'm gonna bring him in first before we bring up Joe. But Gary Moore, you got a copy?
I do, man. Well, I was out there having fun, running out of fast repairs this Talladega, man. I'll tell you, these guys, they
Oh
finally
man,
settled down, and
yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
they've been kind of crazy out there. Me and Brad's been watching them, and whew, man, I would have figured, at least the first 20 laps, just kind of calm yourselves down. But I guess they see two faster pairs, they got to go first, right?
Well, I guess there's a little bubble you can push on, but if that third car in line, if he gets close enough to the car in front of him, that bubble with the first place car is easy to bust, and I think that's what they've had to get used to. And a lot of these guys weren't in practice last night. Of course, the temperatures were different last night, but today it's just fast.
Yeah, it looks pretty good out there. The track looks like it's been kind of covered here with clouds and stuff for most part of this race, and it's brought the track temp down a little bit, so it's a little bit stickier out there. But it stinks that you're out of this race. But from your point of view, what were you seeing out there?
Well, the main thing I've seen is I think there's some connections issues with this room. Some guys were a little spacey because the cars are shimmering based on their connection. We had a couple blinkers out there, but that plays a factor in this close racing too. If your internet connection is not absolutely perfect, you can actually run into some issues.
Yeah, we've been running into some issues as well on our side with the stream, and BK's been diligently been working on it. So I commend him for helping out and trying to get this stream going and keep it going for these guys to watch. But we've had our problems on our side as well too. So I've seen some cars
it's pretty
blinking
clear
here
to
now.
me. Yeah, it looks great to me.
Yeah, we were able to fix it earlier. About maybe 15 laps into this race.
Yeah,
it finally started clearing itself up.
Yeah, we got her back going there. It seemed to be SDK that was just clogging things up again tonight. But 27 trucks on track, 2.5 mile track. It's almost bound to have a little bit of issues. And you were saying it there, a lot of guys on track shimmering and whatnot. So yeah, it's a lot to take for some computers. I mean, a couple $1,000 computer might not have an issue, but yeah, it's. We do our best here, but man, we're back. Looks like we got one to go as well, Zerk, on the pace truck there.
Yeah, they're in the backstretch now with lights off the pace truck as well. So, we'll have to see what happens from here. I mean, we're coming to finish lap 55, coming to 56 here, but. I think we had another one knock on our door here in the booth as well. But I think it's Mr. Great Boogly Woogly himself.
Is that...
Knocking on the good Boogly Woogly door.
So does this mean you lost?
That means I lost my 20, and also on top of that, I lost my brakes. They did my brakes and had no brakes, and I ran all over that truck in pit road. So I apologize to that, and thank all y'all out there for watching. All of y'all, hey, we love y'all being out there watching. Sure.
Yeah, it's been a fun race up here in the booth. Me and BK's been having some fun when he's not trying to fix this going on. But man, it's been kind of crazy, honestly, on my side. If I had to say anything.
Yeah.
So.
Looks like we're going back green. James gets a huge jump here with Brandon Ward. 23 as well following. Green flag is out again.
Oh my, these restarts have been kind of, too far in between, I think. There's some people out here that are really messing around with the distances here, but
I think James and Brandon and Trevor had a little plan going on. I think they wanted to get going as soon as that pace truck ducked in, and well, James is on it, and I believe the restarts are on the leaders. So
it is at that point.
Yeah. So I don't know. These guys just got to be ready there. The guys farther in the back, so it can happen at any point in time, and we've seen it tonight. The guys are doing it a lot earlier than normal, so. Looks like it's actually kind of working for a few laps too. Normally you'd see the pack catch up a little quicker, but man, James has been able to keep it out now for 2 laps with no problems. But now you're going to see the 21 of Kruns jump to the outside.
Yeah, fly around him here. They got way too much momentum. They're not going to be able to hold him off here. But man, oh man, Kruns has got a good run there with Daxton Stokes and Joshua Roberts behind him.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, y'all look at there. James Willie's up in the front.
Yeah, we got Mr. League owner himself. I know I watched him put a different restrictor plate on his truck tonight, so I'm not too sure if that thing's totally legal, but we'll let it slide.
He cranked that up to 120 horsepower more than everybody else. I think that's what he did there. But Brandon Ward's doing a great job too, riding in behind him there, and Trevor Zielinski right there, and Kruns and Mr. Stokes there on the outside. Looks like he settled down and no flashing right now. So it looks like we got a pretty good race going up front right now with 2 wide.
Yeah, we've had some really good racing, 2 by 2 all the way through the field for this race as well, with 58 complete here. But yeah, I mean, James Woodard being up front here doesn't surprise me at all, as much as he was creeping up through the field there at the end. So with one JDJ truck up there, it looks like 3 of them are behind him. So the other JDJ trucks are trying to get up there to get to Brandon Ward, so that way they got some teammates up there. But I think Brandon Ward's content right now behind James Woodard in front of Trevor Zelazny.
Yeah, we got some good runners up there, good drivers, I mean, that's doing a good job at keeping the lines. Brandon Ward kind of broke off a little bit there as James kind of went up towards the line there. Then there goes number 29 or 15, Stokes again, flashing there. So, and we've been talking to him, and he says he usually hadn't been doing it, but for some reason, we're flashing everywhere tonight. Some people are.
Well, that's what the nice close racing in a 2.5 mile track, over 2.5 mile track will do to you as well with that internet. If it's not the best at that point, anything comes in, either a nice little rain shower or storm, or even a wind gust or something comes around, it messes up the internet connection, and it doesn't bode well for you on track as well.
Well, I got lucky and I upgraded my internet to fiber, so I'm running fiber to the house now. So I'm having good connections. I got some of the best out there, and so I'm glad this is the only race I'm racing this year. So I apologize to all my fans out there and all of Billy's fans. Billy got me. Hey, ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. I'm glad y'all out there watching and everything and enjoyed the race between the Graceland Shootout guys and the Beef Jerky guys. Hey, it's been a fun race out there.
Yeah, and speaking of this, people we don't usually talk about, but Mr. Daniel Cowan, the 25 truck there, coming up behind Robert Doig, he's found his way up here to top 10 as well.
Yeah, and he has he's got Billy pushing him, so he's got a good pusher behind him, and that top lane is moving for sure, Woody.
Yeah, it's barely moving, but it's moving. But James has still got 2 car links out on front there as Brandon Ward and Trevor stand right behind him. But they're getting ready to go on that turn there. I really don't know what turn I'm in because I'm dropping it from chopper view. Looks like turn 1 and 2 there. Or, yep, turn 1 and 2. They kind of caught up a little bit coming down the stretch. They're getting a good momentum right now on the back stretch. And if Trevor pull up just a little bit more, he might be able to get it. But Kruns is taking the lead right now.
Yeah, that outside prevails coming off the corners there, but once you go in the corners, the shortest distance around the track prevails through the corners as well. So as long as you can keep that momentum up on the top side and keep you going, you're able to get out front or take that next position that you're doing.
Yeah, it's a good race.
Looks like he's gonna lead. No, James Woodard led that lap that time.
They sure did. Adam Robinson, hey, glad to see you. I accept defeat for sure. And hey, Heather Jewett, Anita, hey, Beth, Larry, hey, all of y'all, thank y'all for coming out. Hey, thank y'all for coming out and supporting Billy and myself for this little grudge match we had. things didn't go my way, and I'll be the first one to take defeat. And if you feel froggy, hey, send us a star or two. Hey, we definitely appreciate it, because the good Boogly Woogly man loves to see that star. And no Richard Sutter, hey, he's out here. What's up, sudden death? Welcome to the chat, buddy.
Oh, sudden death is out of the race. Yeah, he had a hard night tonight for sure, getting turned twice, in fact. So he's probably had some interesting views of this race, or of the pack being sideways through most of it.
Yeah, and he's been up front most of this race too, as well. You know, it's not like he was, just hanging back there in the back, just doing his thing, and just getting caught up into these things. They were actually, he was up there, fighting with all these guys up here in the front, top 5 and things. I don't think he ever fell out of the top 10 at all until he got right there a couple times. Ooh, Crunch takes that out. Ooh, goodness, he takes that wall a little bit.
Yeah, for some reason, this about 5 or 10 laps, or you get going, the truck starts sliding up a little bit when you go in there. But James is doing the most excellent job keeping that low line, and he's staying right down there. So, and he has no radio communications either, so he's driving out there blind.
Yeah, it's Daxton Stokes with Mr. Hound Dog himself right behind him, pushing him to the lead here. Trying to push him to the lead. With Joshua Roberts, and Kruns is able to rebound from hitting that wall there in the back with Robert Doig behind him.
Just watching that 3 truck as these tires get older. We've seen it a few times tonight. Just got to watch the pushing on the back, and where you're pushing on the back of these trucks is he's weaving a little bit while he's pushing, so he's getting into the left and right rear a little bit. So James is probably wanting a bit more of a square hit. I'm sure he's having to work that wheel a little bit in the cockpit.
Yeah, and with these front noses, they don't line up like they used to. Chevy kind of put a little bit of a cone on the front end of that, as Sudden Death says, "I'm done with you, Daxton Stokes. I'm taking that inside line there," but. And ducks in right in front of his teammate there, Kruns. But the Chevy has a little bit of a cone out front, doesn't have it square. Toyotas are a little bit more square, but that right there at the bottom of the splitter, it kind of bows out a little bit. But that I've noticed with the Fords, they were able to stay right behind you, push you, and everything else a little bit more square than these two other manufacturers.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, James is running a Ford up there, so. He's getting some good air, making a big hole out there with that Ford front end. So he's making a pretty good size hole. And looks like taking care of business. Hound Dog, Eric, gave it a little shot, but they didn't quite get the momentum there. Trevor Zielinski just parking right behind 3 there. And if Trevor could ever get up there with James, I guarantee you he'll square it up and they'll go. Oh, Lord, he looked like he's about to have a wreck back there with 54
about to go 3 wide there.
I think Trevor's fixing to go to the outside.
I think Ryan Palmer was giving Zelazny a little bit more of a push than he was thinking.
Yes, James and Brandon Ward. I'm proud of Brandon Ward. I got to give him a shout out. He's done most excellent tonight. He's got a lot better over the season, so very proud of him. The way he's driving out there, staying up there with the big boys. And James is doing great for not driving in. Oh, Lord, ain't raced a race, really official race, and don't know when. So, but Brandon Ward better stay behind him and don't try to take that air off his corner there.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to take it low there on James.
Yes, we noticed Hound Dog Brad's coming, trying to come around him, but it looked like if Trevor can move up there, he might be able to get that draft back up there going.
Yeah, the 0-0 tonight, Woody, I gotta say, Billy has just looked the most stable, the most consistent. Been able to keep that truck nice and clean and up front all night long. You gotta give him a hand for his first time out here.
Oh, most definitely, and he'd been doing great till he caused that last caution.
Oh yeah, I can pertain to that. He pushed me to the lead earlier. I felt real comfortable with him behind me.
Yeah, he seemed like a great driver. He told me, says, you ain't seen nothing yet. Says, you might as well bring your big boy pants. So, hey, I brought my big boy pants. I just said, in the wrong place at the wrong time. So hey, that's the
And
way luck goes.
You know what, Brad? Let's take this the stream to a little bit better view. Let's go in the front of Brandon Ward's truck and see how close they get to bumping these trucks. Let's show the fans how they how well they push and how close they actually get to the bumpers. Yeah, we know how close they get. They get super close, and man, what a view! What a view of that front bumper to the rear bumper there.
Hey, I was wrong. James is driving a Silverado, so hey, he usually drives a Ford out here. So he's driving a Chevrolet tonight. So
he
hey,
got teased
welcome
too
to the jungle.
Yeah.
He got smart, didn't he, Brad?
He did. He got teased way too much about having a Ford, and he went and spent the $14 or whatever and got the Chevy.
Hey, small price for a good truck, right?
That's right.
Yeah, looks like Hound Dog done took the lead there, and 69 is kind of coming up behind him there, trying to pass him on the outside. And James riding right back in there in the back, and Brandon Ward back behind him. Trevor Zaleski, Stokes, and I'm gonna have to pull up my numbers here. Looks like y'all do have some personal issues going on there.
Let's take it to Stokes there, Stokes front bumper, to see how well he's doing on Joshua Roberts here. Man, that's close.
Woo. Yeah, he's really giving him
Man, oh man.
I do love seeing Topp eSports though all over this this camera view.
Yes, I mean it's right there in your face.
Yeah, you can't beat Topp eSports. No, hey, we are one of the top dogs out there. That's why we're Topp eSports.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta love that view. I mean, you can see from from the TV crews, the TV cams, and all this other stuff how close these trucks are. But this view gives you the best view on how actually close these trucks are getting. So every single lap, and it's how hard it is to keep with that front driver.
And James and Billy, the Hound Dog, there is kind of battling out a little bit there, but James has done took the lead back with Hound Dog on second place and Brandon Ward third. 69 is fourth, and 23 Trevor Zaleski is fifth. And 15's making a move and coming into fifth place.
Yeah, man, you're starting to see some of the cream rising to the top here now with 71 laps complete, coming to 72 here.
So if I'm not mistaken, we've got one more pit stop then remaining.
That's what I was fixing to ask you, Brad. We got another pit stop before they have to get gas.
Woody, I've been wanting a green flag stop all night long, but it seems like just as we're about that point, we get a caution. So really hoping to see one tonight. I'd love to see these guys kind of maneuver their way down from the second lane to the bottom lane and get it done. But at the same time, it is the most hazardous to do it under green flag conditions. So I'm sure all these guys sort of want to see a caution at this point, maybe to end this thing with a full tank of fuel and fresh set of tires.
Yeah, and you see the JDJ guys back there, way in the back. They're already hooked up, and they're getting ready for possible pit stop behind Brandon Ward there. You see sideways guys on the outside with one sideways guy on the bottom there. So you got to think that they're going to have a nice little spot to come into. But you know what? I know they're yelling and screaming, man, we need tires. We need this. We need, we need some fuel here and stuff. But you know what? At this point, you can't really do that. I mean, they look like they're settled down here a little bit with, with only about maybe 11 laps left to go, maybe 12 here, but I mean, you're probably going to start seeing them probably in the next 5 laps start moving themselves down to the bottom line here.
Kerry, do you see them getting ready to come to pits? Kerry must have went home.
Oh, well. One more question to the pit stop strategy. Would you take 2 tires, 4 tires, or no tires?
I'm taking fuel only. That's all I'm doing.
If it stays green, yep.
If it stays green here, I'm taking fuel only. If it comes into where it's a a caution or what have you, then yes, I'll take all 4. But yeah, you see Hound Dog and Joshua Roberts fall down to the bottom in front of James here. Look for Daxton Stokes and Daniel Cowan to start moving themselves up there to get down to the bottom as well.
Alrighty, I just heard on the radio that we are going to see some green flag pit stops coming up the next time around. Brandon Ward, a couple more are going to be coming in pits.
We're 4 wide for the lead almost.
Yep.
Oh, saw 3 wide. Almost
Wasaki and Ace just said they were coming in this time. Wasaki and Ace coming in this time.
16 and 69 got it. Here comes James.
Here they come. Here they all come.
Here comes Trevor making a move dropping down the pit road. Trevor Zielinski's making up some space. Lord help me, look at that move he made.
Yeah, they got to be careful there. I didn't see no wheels locked up there, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, as we see them coming down here in our
Hey, let's see what James takes. If he gets only fuel only. Oh, he takes right side tires. Is he going to take all 4? He is. He's taking 4 tires. Yeah, James is.
And I'm seeing a few guys already coming out here. Looks like Trevor probably took fuel only, maybe 2 tires. 54 took 2. Yeah, James is coming out at the end of that lineup there.
Yeah, and it looks like
it's going to be fun, but he's got a fuel tank of gas. That's all that matters.
Looks like Chrome and the Sideways Boys and Hound Dogs on their way in right now.
Which leaves the JDJ crew as the only 3 out there right now. And they're packed up and they're still going. And you know Joe and probably Dom and they've all probably saved up their fuel till now.
They the fuel savers. We got Tommy D and them, the Big Jerky guys are tire savers. But these 3 guys are fuel savers.
Yeah, they were definitely back there in the pack, just minding their own business, just far enough that they were away from all of this going on, but they were close enough to stay with the draft and keep it sniffed up there. So, but yeah, I mean, you gotta think they either gotta come now or next lap here.
Yeah, looks like
they're coming now.
Yeah, all 3 peeling off. So that should then cycle around back to Hound Dog as we will go back. But there you see them just under the apron there, coming back up to speed down the backstretch. It looks like James and the gang are passing Hound Dog right now. So I don't know if Hound Dog might have had a slow stop or something, but it looked like that first group was able to get ahead of at least Hound Dog in that second group.
Yeah, it should come back around to Robert Doig here.
Yeah, it looks like we lost Rule Thin too. Rule Thing, he dropped Packet, so I don't know if he's out of the race or not.
Yeah, usually when you drop Packet, it's just your internet issue. Like most other drivers that have come to the booth, they said that they were having, blip issues and everything else, and that kind of helps. That kind of happens around here with the so close tight. Oh, I hear some tire spins as we got one wrecking on the bottom down there.
Wrecking on pit road, and that was one of the JDJ cars.
Yeah. I believe that was Josh Previte. Yes,
that was Josh Previte.
Just got coming around 2 on their outlap. He came around there a little too hot. So he's going to lose the draft to his teammates there.
Who's our leader right now?
I was about to say, up in front, though, somebody who did, I think, fuel only, I believe. Trevor Zelazny, and he's got the lead right now.
Yeah, Trevor Zelazny is our leader right now with Ryan Palmer, Robert Doig, Alex Crum, and it shows Dominic Previte as 5th with Brandon Ward and Sean Kostritz at 6th and 7th. Joshua Roberts is in 8th. James Woodard is in 9th, and Daxton Stokes rounds out our top 10.
Did Trevor be in front of James and be that far ahead? I don't get it.
Well, it looks like they were all strung out and everything, but now that everybody's trying to get around these other trucks, they're bringing some of the guys behind them in a little bit more here. So we're gonna see some pack racing coming back up here with about maybe 7 laps to go here.
Yeah, and especially you can see the 23 there definitely holding, I believe, that line up just a little bit with the old tires.
Oof.
So even guys with 2 or 4 tires, they're definitely going to have a stronger truck here. So if they can get packed up and get around them, then yeah, watch out for that. As the number 9 is definitely going to make his move here on the top side.
Yeah, with the stronger truck with either 4 tires or even 2 tires, just means that you have a little bit better grip. Be able to make those evasive moves a little bit more tighter, a little bit more cleaner than somebody with older tires just getting fuel there.
Yes, Ronson Fritz is really tucking it towards the high side there as he's getting a little hung out there and got out of the draft. As we're 3 wide, getting ready to go into turn 1. They try over there and then get ready to go into turn 1.
Yeah,
we're almost 2 rows of 3s almost, but we are 3 wide right now.
Yeah, Alex Crum's taking the inside line and the middle line as well, trying to block as much as and try to make that truck as big as he can. Try to block these guys as much as possible, but it looks like the bottom side is prevailing here.
And James is trying to stay there with him and don't lose the draft there, so he's doing a great job. So, hey, we got some good racing going on right now, and we did finally, Brad, get your wish. Our first green flag pit stop. So
And it all went well. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that only took about 60 laps.
Yeah.
Well, we got 5 laps to go, guys. 5 laps to
go.
go.
5 to go.
And you see one of the JDJ Motorsports trucks up top there might be losing a lap here. I believe that's Joe Tardif.
Yeah, that is Joe Tardif losing a lap here. Here pretty soon they'll probably be going by Joshua Previte as well. But yeah, they're all strung out here. You know, now that they're single file here, it poses the question of who's gonna jump out there, as we see Zelazny jumping out there with Brandon Ward right behind him and Joshua Roberts right behind him here.
Yeah.
You got to watch Trevor now. He's going to go towards the front because he is our leader, if I'm not mistaken. No, Alex Crum is our leader. That's right. Number 16 and Robert Doig, number 9 in the Real Optic. Is that how it's pronounced? I might remember
Real Optics.
Real Optics. Hey, I remember. Good play. All right,
yeah,
man.
with the strong out there on the outside. My goodness.
Yeah, the inside line hasn't been able to just kind of form right. They've been kind of getting out of line and stuff, so they haven't really stayed packed up as much as the top lane guys. So yeah, the top lane is really coming in strong right now.
Yeah, watch Wasaki here. They play a little bit of a factor with this. Oh, as we got a JDJ car going to the top side.
Is his partner going to come with him, or is he going to stay
He does.
there?
Joe Tardif comes along with Dominic Previte.
Big bobble out of Brandon. Woo! He saved it.
Yeah,
Trevor has no help. Trevor has no help now.
Yeah, with those 2 JDJs taking it high there, it kind of broke that top line up and let the bottom line prevail a little bit. As Robert Doig takes it to the top side here, Trevor Zelazny is going to go with him. Is James Woodard going to go with him? No, he's going to stay to the bottom. Brandon Ward is going to go with Trevor Zelazny, and he's going to go on the outside of Robert Doig here.
Yeah.
Taking it to the high side, we got Topp eSports and JDJ running together there on the outside, but it ain't doing them no good. They're not making
4 wide here. Robert Doig, Shaka Schutz, and Alex Crumber 4 wide coming off that corner.
2 to go, guys. 1 to go.
Oh, Ryan Palmer! Oh, no! Oh, no! There's your caution.
James is loving that. James is loving that.
All 4
man.
JDJ trucks involved. Oh, jeez.
You know the trucks that were behind this group are loving that they're bringing everything back up together, but man, oh man, what happened to Ryan Palmer there?
Oh no, we need to talk to him, find out he got loose or something. What in the world happened? I'm gonna go back and take a replay at that myself.
Yeah, I mean,
while y'all do y'all's replay.
60. No, 54. He just
54.
went up. He just went up. Like it's like he just drifted to the wall there, going into 3. I don't know if he was gonna go up to the 3rd lane right close to the wall, but he just drifted there. And then, yeah, just a bunch of chaos afterwards for sure.
Oh, that took out a lot of the top dogs there for sure. Took a lot of them out. Hey, but we got a different race now, guys. Hey, oh, James Willie could get up there and win this race, y'all. He's starting on the inside row, outside of the front row. Look out.
Yeah, it's like Ryan Palmer just, I don't know, the steering wheel kind of came out of his hands a little bit, and it just went right. I mean, there was no bobble, there was no nothing really going on there. So, just Ryan Palmer just went right. I mean, crazy.
I think he dropped a cigarette or his beer one.
Yeah, well, I mean, that could possibly be it, but I don't know if you would want to be doing those in these trucks.
Yeah, it is kind of a weird one there. I don't know what happened to Robert.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's bring Brandon Ward back up in here. I know he was in that wreck and things, and let's see what we can get from his perspective. Brandon Ward, you got a copy?
Yeah.
I mean, to put in words, I'm kind of feeling for you right now, being in that wreck. That was a major wreck with coming to two to go. Just kind of take us into your cockpit there and give us what you've seen there.
We were making it 3 wide. We had to run in the high lane because the 9 was slow in the middle, and Ryan Palmer did not like that we were that quick up there. Came right up the track to block us and hit the wall, and then yeah,
it definitely looked like he didn't have a bobble or anything when he went right. So it kind of looked like it was one of those block evasive moves, and it just kind of went wrong in the corner there. So, but I mean, now that you're pretty much out of this race here, I mean, from your standpoint, what would you rate this race right now?
it's a 10 out of 10. I loved it. I loved every minute of it.
Yeah, it was some really good racing out there. I mean, you guys were all over each other. Sometimes where me and Brad were wondering why you guys were going a little crazy there with 10-15 laps into that race. But you guys were definitely putting on a show. You guys came out here wanting to race, and it looked like the setup was pretty racy out there.
The setup was racy, and we come out here to put a show on for you guys. So we're glad we succeeded.
Brandon, I'm proud of you, bud. You're doing great up there running in top 5 area.
I know. I was up in the top 10 all night.
Yeah, you're doing great, man. And then 54 just went straight up into the wall and collected all the JDJ cars. Good food play.
Yeah, we were all getting ready to line up right there too.
Yeah, we seen that coming. But look who's up in second place, Brandon. Hey, the owner of the league, my son. He's in second, and Hound Dog's behind him in third. This is gonna be fun. Restart.
And as we come back around here, it looks like we're going to be doing a green-white checkered, of course. So, guys, place your bets. Who do you got?
Can I pick 2?
Can I get my quarter out? Hold on, let me flip my coin here with the multiple heads that are still in this race. Because honestly, at this point, anybody can win this thing.
I'm going with 3 and double alt.
It's kind of hard to pick one actual winner here, but you know what? I'm gonna have to go with Woody here, and possibly go with that 00 and maybe that 21. I'm gonna put my neck out there on that 21 truck of the Cruns.
Yeah, I'm thinking anybody near the back of this mess. So
you're thinking everybody's gonna wreck out in front, someone's gonna squeak through back in the back and just steal one, huh?
I think so. But to make things interesting here, who do we got? You know what? I like that 16. I think he's gonna make it an interesting finish here, and who knows? He might pull off a win. He's kind of been up front all night, so see if the 16.
Yeah, and it. Along with that, I mean, I'm with Adam Robinson out there in the chat, and he says no one out in the front will win this because someone's going to get turned and he put his money on it. So I'm kind of with him on this one because someone's gonna have to either make an evasive move to get down or pull up in front of somebody to be blocking, and they're just gonna misjudge how close they are to that truck or not.
Pace truck's getting ready to come in here very shortly.
Yep, here he goes. Pace truck is in.
All right, let's see where can I do the most famous ones of all?
I've tried, Woody, and you know what? I'm gonna let you take this one.
All righty, James is out a little bit further than he should be right now. He'll have to back off. A black flag could come his way. Hopefully 6 comes up. Hey, we're good, Woogly. We're going racing one more time here at the Talladega Super Speedway. Is that number 1? Alex Crum takes us into turn 1, and number 3, James in the Hound Dog is passing James on the outside coming in. James running behind him there. We got some racing going on, guys.
Yeah, Daxton Stokes tries to make it 4 wide out there. Daxton Stokes is taking it 4 wide.
Whoa.
Here's another one.
John Triscritza, he went the needle and went right through him. Y'all see that? That boy can drive.
My goodness. The second of 4 green-white checkers is happening right now. And oh my goodness. Whew. Wow. Oh my.
Got took out on that.
Alex Crum is in the pits with that one.
Hey, James is staying up in second place, and I'm happy already. So even with the little front end damage, he's got a good chance.
Yeah, and you got Daxton Stokes that took if that 4 wide. He's still up there, with a decent truck. Crun's that got a little bit of damage on that one as well. I'm just interested to see if he's still got a faster pair or not, or if he's going to come in and get some damage fixed here. But the field is really dwindling here. So then you got Billy out there in front with Sean Kostritz is second, Daxton Stokes is third, James Woodard is fourth, and Cruns is out there in fifth. With Daniel Cowan is in sixth there. Robert Doig is seventh. Alex Crum is eighth in the pits right now. Dominic Previte is ninth, and rounding out your top 10 is Trevor Zelazny.
This is Hound Dog's race to win if he can keep it around till the white flag comes out.
And this is also Hound Dog's race to lose as well.
Yep, because that fourth place car is going to be truck's going to be coming for him, and so is Trevor. Oh, Trevor blew his motor. Trevor Zelazny blew his motor.
I'm hoping he has a faster pair on that truck. If not, he is done for the day. Yeah, it looks like Ryan Palmer has manually disconnected, so he is done for the day as well.
I wish we could talk to James Willie and find out how's it going down there, but he don't have no radio. It went out on him. I think he blew a fuse.
You know what? Let's see. Hey,
bring up Sean Kostritz.
No, I got one better for you here, Woody. Let's go ahead and bring up the Hound Dog himself up here to the booth and see what he's feeling and how this track is feeling to his truck right now. Billy Stanley, do you have a copy up here? Oh man, we're doing pretty good out there. Watching you just drive this truck like it's been stolen. You seem like you've been running this truck like I said, it was stolen. You've been really steady and everything else. So I can hear you, I think, on the iRacing, but I don't hear you in the Discord as well.
Oh, you can't hear me now?
There we go. There he is.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was just, I'm so focused on what I'm doing here, it's kind of hard which button I got to push to talk.
Well,
I don't know. Where's Fireball? Where's he at?
I got you 20 on the way. You should hold it up after tonight and show it on TV later on there tonight.
I wish you was still out here, buddy. It would have been a lot more fun. But
oh yeah, I was having a blast, and we had a great time this week, Billy. I really enjoyed all the camaraderie we did there and everything. So hey, we got more viewers and everything, but hey, we had fun.
yeah, we did. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, my truck is doing pretty good on the high side or the middle lane. It seems like the fastest way to get around. It depends what's going to happen here with, I know Pax, the number 29 car, he's blinking a lot, and he's going to be lined up directly behind me. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here at the end. I'll see if I can hold them off.
Yeah, and you also got that Sean Kostritza in the 46 truck, along with James Woodard. I know you're the lone dog out there and everything, with just now coming in for this race. And have you made any friends out there?
Yeah, I've made just about everybody I'm racing with, except for one of my teammates spinning him out, and I just barely touched him, and I don't know why.
Yeah, he's made a friend in me too, so don't let nobody tell you that. Hey, me and Billy get along great.
Well, with this green-white checker with 3 to go here, you can pretty much throw anybody into the win here. So you might have buddies, you might have a friend out there, but it kind of goes out the window with 3 to go here. So
I think if James stays with me, me and him will get a good run going down the backstretch, and we should pull away from everybody.
Well, I wish you the best of luck, and I know you can't talk to him because he has no radio, so I wish you the best out there.
10-4. You guys have a good one. Thanks for bringing me up, and let's see how we finish this thing.
Well, hopefully we'll see you on the podium.
I hope so. I'll do my best.
All right, bud. Have a good one.
Thank you, sir.
Boys, we got us a race here.
Yeah, let's hope this is the last one. The last green-white checker. This is getting insane.
I don't think this will be the last green-white checkered. I feel that this is going to be this is going to possibly go yellow all the way across. I don't think they're going to go green-white across the line here.
Well, I can tell you one thing. The move of the night was Sean Kostritza splitting those cars and got by them all, and then they raked behind him. So, hey, he did a most excellent job driving right through there, threading that needle. So I got to give him credit for that move. That's the move of the race right there.
Yeah, a lot of moves have been. I would say the move of the race, because my goodness, we've seen some people go 3 wide. You've seen them go 4 wide with this race like this today. So, looks like the pace truck is coming on into the pit lane here, and well, Woody, go ahead.
All righty, here we come. We're coming down to the start-finish line here as they're bringing it down. Sean Kostritza brings us in, and we're getting right now green. TCB's about letting it go. Hey, good. Hey, we're going racing here one more time, and Sean Kostritza gets a jump from heck. James is off.
No, James did not.
Did not get a good restart.
He did not go at all.
Too much damage, I think. I think that truck was more damaged than he thought.
Yeah, I think you're right here. But look, we got Hound Dog trying to push Daxon Stokes. He goes down with. He's going to make it 3 wide here. 3 wide are the first 3 trucks here. Where is Krunz gonna go? Will Krunz go to the outside with his teammate, or will he stay low here? Looks like he stays low.
Gotta watch Sean there, because he'll make that move on that last run.
Yep, here comes Joshua Previte going to the outside of Daxton. No, he goes. No, sorry, that's Dominic Previte. He goes right with Daxton Stokes, and then Krunz comes out on the front part of Daxton Stokes there. Teammates right in front, right nose to tail with each other here.
And there's the white
flag.
He
made it to the white.
Oh no! Daxton Stokes.
The race
is going to be the winner.
If there's going to be, I don't know if there's going to be a caution. I don't think there's a caution here.
No, it's a race to the checker.
Oh no! Got Hound Dog and Sean Kostritza here.
Yeah.
Drag racing.
Yeah, big time drag race here.
Who will take it? Who will take it? I think Hound Dog's got the run here on the bottom, but Kravitsa's going to get the draft here on the back end of Hound Dog. Will he make a move, and what kind of move will he make? They're side to side, coming through the tri-oval. Sean Kravitsa's going to take it. Who's going to win it? Sean Kravitsa takes the win.
Oh, and Previte
Stanley
third.
second and Previte third, yeah.
Oh, what a race. What a race. Man, that was a drag race from heck. That Chevrolet just kept on going, or whatever. Yeah, Chevrolet went.
Yeah, congratulations to Sean Kravitsa taking that. Man, you know what? Honestly, I would have thought that move was made a little too early. I would have made it probably coming out of the tri-oval there, but didn't look like he had enough momentum. But he proved me completely wrong there. So, congratulations there to Sean Kravitsa for winning this race.
Top three, park on the start-finish line, okay?
And it looks like the Hound Dog takes second, and Dominic Previte takes third. Daniel Cowan takes fourth. Daxton Stokes takes fifth. As of right now, I don't know if he's come across the line or not, but Robert Doig is sixth. James Woodard is seventh. Douglas Wasaki is eighth. Kruns is ninth, and rounding out your top 10 is Trevor Zelazny. Those are all unofficial races.
There will be penalties. There will be penalties.
Oh, from the man himself. Penalties are on their way.
Get ready to interview Sean and ask him why he rough drived like he did there, so we can go ahead and take that W from him.
I don't think that's a reason to pull a W, because he went through there cleanly.
No, he didn't.
All right, let's go ahead and pull our three. Okay. All right. With this win here, you see the top three here with 1, 2, 3. Sean Kravitsa winning the Hound Dog second, and Dominic Previte is third. Brad, what do you give me your thoughts on this race today?
That was a crazy race, and it ended in some controversy, obviously. So, nothing short of what I wouldn't expect from Dega. And I don't know, I figured the win would kind of come in that sort of a fashion, but out of a field of 27 trucks, I wasn't expecting to end with like 5 crossing the line. So, pretty crazy. How about you, Woody?
Yeah, I think he moved on up. So, with that, to be honest, I kind of expected this race to be kind of like that. I mean, it's Dega. I mean, you're close racing. You're going to be bump drafting, and I mean, what else do you expect with 10 laps to go? I mean, you're going to have controversy. You're going to have different, different ways of possibly winning this thing. That goes through your head. I mean, at least at the end with Sean Kravitsa and Hound Dog, it was a drag race. It wasn't more or less bumping and everything else to where they were wrecking each other. So honestly though, this race was really good. I liked it from start to finish. Man, they were all over each other. It was crazy. Definitely did not see the single file racing like you sometimes do in these Talladega races. So all in all, it was a really good race, and so the fans out there will have to stay tuned and see how this race goes, or when we go to Darlington and see what kind of penalties were served after this race. Apparently.
Yeah, we'll have full updates on everything. Stay tuned. Watch our Facebook for all of the league updates for sure. We'll definitely publish something after this race is over, once James figures everything out. It's as hot-headed as I've seen James in a little bit after a race, so kind of neat to see the fire going there. So we'll have to see, but from all of us here over at Top Esports, Big Zerk, you did an amazing job with the main announcing. You kept this thing together while I was crumbling a little bit there at the start, so thank you so much. We appreciate it. You're amazing. And we got to go definitely back into our own Discord here and definitely hear what's going on. So, yeah, from all of us here, go check us out, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Top Esports, and Top Esports Plus. But we're out of here. Have a great night, everybody, and see you all Saturday night for Graceland Shootout Series.